You know
of the
Joe
great.
Walsh or Rick Wilson?
No, not at all.
The
We'll have
great
Joe
and
Walsh,
powerful Glenn.
host White Flag, a former candidate congressman. No, I don't know Joe Walsh.
Rick Wilson?
No, definitely not.
Well, they are like Rick Wilson, especially. I know he was involved in the Lincoln Project. These anti-Trump Republicans that they're the honor of the office is gone. Like they were basically the anti-Trumpers that had wrote so much shit about Trump that they had no hope of actually getting into any position with him in the office. So the only grift that was left was being anti-Trump.
Yeah.
So what the new tactic that they have adopted is they start quoting, like with quotation marks on Twitter. They put like, I don't know if you saw the one I sent you.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
So Joe Walsh, for example, tweeted this with quotation mark. Tucker Carlson tonight, quotation mark, what if these bodies of tortured dead civilians were staged? What if they were fake? What if the Ukrainian military killed them and then blamed Russia? I'm not saying any of this is true. I'm just asking the questions. Why can't we ask these questions?
Mm-hmm.
So, and what's his name? Rick Wilson did a similar thing about Glenn Greenwald. So Glenn Greenwald then tweeted that the incomparably dumb and unhinged Adam Kinzinger took a fabricated quote from a longtime deadbeat dad turned liberal hero, Walsh Freedom, believed it's true and used it to declare a journalist a Russian asset. So because the guy who retweeted the post by Joe Walsh said that, Tucker Carlson should get paid by Russia. He's, he acts.
Yeah, Adam Kinzinger here. Yeah. I mean, honestly, the Russians don't have that much money to.
Yeah, I don't know what they have. And there is NSA if they were doing all these like secret sort of funneling of money somewhere. And no, but the quotation thing, man, these people are taking it to the next level. What the fuck? Like they're gonna, quote from Glenn, like America bad, Russia good. Like what is going on now? We can do this? Nobody. And then look at this response from Joe Walsh, which is like the cringiest. I want to murder him, like murder myself, not him. Just legally speaking, I just want at Glenn Greenwald. Why so nasty? I didn't fabricate a thing. I sent that tweet before Tucker's show, said quotation mark tonight, predicting what he would say. So he's saying I was predicting a joke. And BT, by the way, Adam Kinzinger is a great public servant and a patriot. And their at Rick Wilson is a patriot as well. Happy to have you on my podcast. This fucking grifter. All he wants is views and
So let me get this straight. This guy who put quotations, well, they shouldn't have put quotations because that's not something that he said.
No, he was saying, no, I was just parodying him.
No. I mean,
don't put quotations.
Yeah,
if you're parodying.
Yeah, exactly. And it would have actually been better and funny and like even more funny if you would have actually said, here's what Tucker is gonna say tonight. And then you put it. That would be better.
The fact that him and Rick Wilson did it at the same.
Sorry?
The fact that him and Rick Wilson did it at the same time makes me think that it was like something they came up with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, should I?
No, all good. No, I heard you there. All good. Yeah, man. And honestly, and like, look at this. I mean, this is the most pathetic thing I think I've heard today. And by the way, Adam Kinzinger is a great public servant. Okay, as well. And a patriot is a patriot as well. Happy to have you. Like you have to like just being a patriot, so like anybody a patriot in any country is good. Or no, I guess in the US, someone who is patriotic is good.
No, they would say any country is good, but a true patriot in Russia would never support Putin. Would support America's cause in Russia.
The level of delusion of patriotism. My understanding was you can only be patriotic towards your own country. I thought that was like
but they no, but man, the level of delusion in these people, they think they know what's better for Russia than Russians and Putin. And they not that even know better, like if it serves, like everything revolves around them. So they think like I mean, you've seen them the way they talk about Iran. Iranian people don't want this regime. We are the true representative of Iranian. I'm not saying, by the way, Iranian regime is very popular, but definitely it's American people or American government is definitely not, representative of our ideas or whatever, but they genuinely believe that. So they would say, no, we are for patriotism everywhere. But patriotism everywhere finally benefits our interests somehow.
Yeah. Which again, I just looked up. That's the definition of patriotism literally says one country. And I love this. Glenn, why so nasty? I mean, this was the least nasty tweet. He called it dumb, which is, I mean,
no, he did call him a deadbeat dad, which is reference to the actual thing in his life.
Deadbeat. Okay, sure, fine.
He didn't pay his like child support or some shit. So it's actually quite, I would say that was twisting the knife, which is good. I'm glad he did. Yeah, exactly. If somebody comes after you,
I mean, Glenn, one thing you can say, there are many great things you can say.
It's amazing at comebacks.
And the guy's not a hypocrite, like he never like holds his hand and say like, oh, you attacked me in this way, you shouldn't have. Oh, my family, you don't talk about family. He just says, whenever he talks about his family, he just mentions the fact that, people say racist and messed up and homophobic things to me 24/7. I'm not out here crying about it because, I'm a public figure and it's all fair game in this sense. Not that even those attacks are not even justified.
If I was the like American president or something, I would definitely pick Glenn as my like a spokesperson, like Jen Psaki's job type thing.
Oof.
The guy would just be like, okay, what does the government say about this? What does the government say? Do you want me to? I'm going to publish your mother's personal messages to you in which you say government is good. And I have record you like, it's just like, it's unbelievably. Like he would have been great at that job. He would have
for sure.
The free press would have been basically done within 2 weeks. Like we have no more questions. We don't want to get involved in this anymore.
He's a one-man team. And honestly, I have a theory that YouTube and Twitter are scared of Glenn, Jimmy Dore, and Max Blumenthal because other accounts, they go after them and they suspend them, and they suspend over bullshit, right? So those exact same excuses, those exact same bullshit excuses we gave the one for who was it, Scott Ritter, we just read it during our progressive tweets yesterday, went after him for no reason and they had to allow him back on immediately. But these three, man, they don't go for him because the backlash. I mean, Jimmy Dore, Max Blumenthal, and Glenn Greenwald, they can articulate themselves and they also have the following. They look at the numbers. I guess these Twitter and YouTube people are not dumb, but that's just a little theory that I have. That with these guys, they're so scared.
I'm not sure if they're scared or if I think maybe partially it's that, but I don't know because they went after RT and all that, and.
But these guys, man,
in my view, RT stuff like Abby Martin, Lee Camp, they don't even have that much of a footprint online. So I think they care more if like you become like maybe they don't consider them a threat for now because they are not connected to any institution.
Glenn Greenwald is single-handedly bigger than
and Matt Taibbi,
RT and all of these, and Matt Taibbi, but especially Glenn
Greenwald, but
he's Jimmy Dore, Max Blumenthal. These are horrible fights to pick. I wouldn't.
Jimmy Dore one would get nasty so fast. Like, it would be all like, I can't, in a way though, I do kind of happens to one of them in a sense that it gets more media, like a Scott Ritter thing. Nobody cares, it seems pretty much.
He's no one compared to these guys. I mean, these guys are, as big as you can kind of get on. In the alternative, leftish or like
but we'll see.
But anything else to say about these sad losers? Talking about Joe Walsh and Adam Kinzinger before somebody says I called Glenn.
Sad loser, Rich Wilson, don't forget him. I mean, these guys, what, like Rick Wilson, which I know for sure, they were involved in fucking Iraq war. Mm-hmm. And then they had the audacity to say like Trump is a criminal because, for example, I don't know, like he like said a bad word, not because of his actual crimes. So they are the lowest of the low, truly.
The fact that Trump is not behind bars shows that the guy was too incompetent to commit a crime.
No.
That's not his fault that he was too incompetent.
No, he did. Oh, come on. He committed loads of crimes.
Major ones.
He did. I know. Fuck. And emolument clause. He broke like majorly. But then again, and by the way, all presidents, I think, yes, so did everybody else. So it's just it's clear now that if you have money and power, you're beyond any legal sort of.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, that's definitely one reason. And, they can't come after him for a lot of things because the Democrats and all the Republicans themselves, they do it. But
that's the president.
But I'm just saying, his incompetence stopped them from committing bigger crimes.
I think his laziness and incompetence may have prevented him from doing a coup. If he was not as much of a sort of lazy person who wants to watch TV all the time, he may have actually like, fuck it, let's do the coup. Like, since they're here.
And when it comes to his own stuff, I mean, in a sense, he's not lazy when it comes to his own branding and all that. But putting a plan together and following through, well, he stays out there. He keeps his Twitter thing going. And he's promoting himself. He puts everything out there.
No, but that's his life. That's what he likes to do. You know what I mean? Like, he likes watching TV and tweeting about Mika Brzezinski and shit. It's crazy. He's very similar to most 8-year-olds, to be honest. Watching TV and getting angry at it.
That's true.